Good afternoon, sports fans, and welcome to Northern Burlington County Regional High School. I am Mr. James Dowd, and I am joined by former broadcasting student, Mr. Tyler Kay, who is now a teacher at our middle school. And it's always a pleasure to do this with you, TK, so I appreciate you coming by.
Thanks. It's really a pleasure to be here.
We should have a great matchup here. The Northern Burlington Greyhounds are coached by Mr. DeMario Clark, spent quite a few years as an assistant coach and now is taking over as head coach here. And Northern is looking to try to pull off a big win here, home at the farm in front of our crowd.
Great community turnout today. You can just tell how these fans, they love Northern volleyball.
Now, TK, some of our viewers might not know, you actually were a Greyhound yourself and participated in a lot of different activities and sports here. I had the privilege of having you in class, by the way, and you always did a great job with your productions. But tell our viewers a little bit about, your insight, your perspective from a former student athlete.
Now, believe it or not, I did. I went to Northern myself, and in my time as a Greyhound, I was always very involved with Northern athletics. Played pretty much every sport I could: basketball, tennis, lacrosse, football. It was really important to me to be involved and try a little bit of everything, because it's one of those things, once you're out of high school, those athletic opportunities, they aren't always there. So it's important for these kids to take advantage of that while they can.
And we have a variety of teams doing a really good job this season for the Hounds. Our boys and girls soccer teams are both highly competitive. Our football team got a big win this year with the Commanders Cup and has an over 500 record. Our tennis team is doing a great job, and our field hockey team is leading their division currently, in addition to our girls volleyball team here, who has already exceeded their win total from last season. So lots of great things happening here at Northern. And TK, now that you're on the other side of the desk or on the other side of the court, tell us a little bit about that experience.
Yeah, I'm now back teaching at Northern. I've been here for 5 years now, and in that time, I've had the great opportunity to coach at the middle school level, coaching soccer, basketball, and lacrosse. It's great to be back involved with Northern athletics.
Well, TK, once a Greyhound, always a Greyhound, and we have a proud tradition of Northern athletics here. And all of our athletic teams are very fortunate to be led by our athletic director, Dr. Dan Uzaki. Does a great job keeping everybody plugged in. And Northern's in the lead here, currently cruising in this first set versus Princeton Day School. Another school in Princeton, the Princeton Public School, that team is currently undefeated, and they're one of the best teams in the state. Northern went up against them, fell in two hard-fought sets, but always good to see what you're up against and aim for playing better and getting better every single game.
Bump, set, spike, and there we go. Oh, you love to see it.
And Northern is led by a very talented group of girls, including Ava Connor, who's serving now, in addition to Von Marie Mascaro, Mariah Lopez, Ashley Chester, Zydelis Diaz, Gianna Floyd, and others. And they are actually playing without arguably their best player, Taylor White, who's sitting out this game. But
nice play by the defenders.
that was a good effort there, TK. You're right, by the defenders, but just bounced the Greyhounds' way. So great point there for the Greyhounds. And Connor's going to come up again to serve and hopefully expand on this lead. Still early in the match, anybody's game. Greyhounds up in this one.
Oh, what a nice play.
That was, and now PDS is coming up to serve. Looks like they're going to get a couple of quick substitutions here. And Sarah Yu is going to come up here and serve for the Princeton Day School Panthers. Number 25, a very talented sophomore for PDS. And, TK, We mentioned some of the excellent players on the Greyhounds, but Princeton Day also has a very talented squad, and they actually only have a handful of seniors on this team, including players like Amanda Chen, Julia Miranda, Emmy Demore, and Anya Karande, in addition to Sage Jones. So they got a great infusion of seniors in addition to underclassmen, and they're going to try to look to get back into this one. And now PDS currently down by 2 points. And Sarah, you looking to get the team back into this one. But I'll tell you what, both these teams, it's clear there's a lot of camaraderie. I know our girls specifically, Coach Clark has done a great job with team building, and girls always giving each other positive reinforcement, playing as a team, and I think there's a lot to be said for that.
The thing about high school sports is you can really learn so much from it. It gives you the opportunity to work with others. And I really do believe that having the chance to play a sport in high school really does help you prepare for your future after school.
Exactly, TK. Very, very well said. Now serving for the Greyhounds is number 67, Mariah Lopez. PDS has come back. They were down by quite a few, and it's still anybody's game early here at the farm, and you can just hear the crowd's excitement for this team. And as we stated before, always a great turnout on both sides to support our boys and girls in whatever athletic endeavor they're participating in. Now serving for Panthers is one of the seniors I actually just mentioned previously, number 10, Colleen Mayer. And PDS is now currently only down by 1 point. So they've made quite the comeback here so far, but for those who don't know, volleyball is played up to 25, have to win by 2. So still lots of action left in this set and lots of action left in this game. Now, our boys volleyball team was actually extremely successful last season, winning their division, advancing all the way to the sectional finals, falling in a tough one to Colts Neck, but it was a great game, and they had a great season. Coach Schreiner does a great job with the boys.
Now, believe it or not, when I was a student here at Northern myself, there was no boys volleyball team. It was added a couple years after I graduated, and it's just so great that kids these days, they have these opportunities. Because I tell you, I would have loved to be able to get out there, play a little volleyball back in my day. I don't know if I would have been the best. Doesn't necessarily meet my skill set, but I definitely would have gave it a go. I can promise you that. When you look at this Northern team, you just look at these players, they really do have so many of the skills that you look for in an elite volleyball player. Great stamina. They got strong legs for that high vertical leap. But a big thing that you see with them that you don't see with every team is really good pivoting skills. They're quick, they're agile, they move very well on the court, and that honestly is a big difference maker when it comes to kind of a good volleyball team and an elite volleyball team.
Well, the Greyhounds are in a tough spot right now.
Tough miss there by the Greyhounds, but you know what? Adversity is part of the game. You got to be able to fight through, get back up, brush the dirt off, and get back out there for the next point. Oh, what a nice serve. Really see the velocity on that one. Oh! Wow!
And now, despite being down a few points, Northern still talking to each other, still giving each other some tips, and see how that translates here on the court.
You just watch those Greyhounds out there. You watch the way they communicate, talking to each other during each point. It really makes a huge difference. the last thing in the world you want is two guys going for the same ball, having some type of miscommunication, some type of mix-up. When you can, speak to each other, really let everyone know where they need to be, it goes such a long way into finishing off great plays out there on the court.
Serving for PDS is number 16, their LeBaron, Anya Karande. Northern down, but certainly not out. Lots of action left. And that one's going to hit the net, and the Greyhounds are going to get the point there. So advantageous there for the Lady Hounds. And they are going to look to close the gap here, currently down by 3. And serving for the Hounds is Von Marie Moscaro. And should have a great volley here. So that point's going to go to the Hounds, and now currently only down by 2. And that's going to be a net violation, and that point's going to go to PDS.
It's a mental mistake, Jimbo. You got to be smarter than that. I always say this is just as much a mental game as it is a physical game, and usually the smarter team's going to win.
Now serving for the Panthers is number 8, Abby Leonardi, talented junior on the team, looking to expand the lead.
Nice play by the defenders.
Nice dig.
Oh, and that's a big hit.
And unfortunately, that one's going to go out of bounds. So PDS now currently up 15-11. And you can hear the visiting crowd chanting for Abby Leonardi serving. Great play there by the Hounds. And we've got quite the volley going back and forth here. It's a nice drop shot. PDS tried to catch the Hounds off guard. And just a little too much on that one. That's going to go out of bounds once again.
This game's starting to get away from the Greyhounds here, Jimbo.
Want to take this opportunity now, while we have a pause in the game action. If any of our viewers are looking to help sponsor Northern TV, you could reach out to our Director of Instruction, Mr. Matt Konowitz, with the information provided on the screen to help inform, educate, and entertain our students here at Northern. And want to take this chance as well to thank Canon, manufacturer of great camera equipment, electronic equipment, for being our sponsor at Northern TV currently. Great effort there. PDS trying to save it, but just a little too much, and Northern's going to get the point now. Now serving for the Greyhounds, Ashley Chester, very talented player on the team, leads the team in digs, and she's looking to get the Hounds right back into this one. Still, lots of volleyball left. This is only the first set. Volleyball is best 2 out of 3. Score goes up to 25. Got to win by 2. So Chester's going to serve.
And boom goes the dynamite.
And we've got a great effort here by PDS, sending that one back over. That point's going to go to the Hounds. So now Northern down by 3 with the momentum going their way. And the fans are on their feet.
Look at that crowd. You can tell, they get pumped up for a big play like that. Wow, great play by Northern there.
And that was a great play, TK. You can't teach hustle. And Hounds are fighting for every point here. Still anybody's game here in the first set. And again, for those tuning in, I'm Mr. James Dowd. I'm joined by broadcasting alum and current middle school teacher, Mr. Tyler Kay. And we are here live at the farm as the Northern Burlington Greyhounds take on the Princeton Day School Panthers in what's really been a tight matchup. And now serving for PDS is number 12, Amanda Chen. And just a little miscommunication there, so that point's going to go to the Panthers. And our coach has given them some words of encouragement. PDS is led by head coach Mike Villafon. As I stated previously, Northern led by head coach Demario Clark.
Oh, what a nice serve. Really see the velocity on that one. Oh!
That one's going to sail out of bounds. The visiting crowd fired up. PDS currently up 19-13. Trying to get a big win, a big road win here at the farm.
You can tell they're definitely a very well-coached team.
How about that?
Yeah, that one just snuck in the line there, TK. That was some precision serving there by Chen. And Northern has their work cut out for them. And it looks like Coach DeMario Clark's going to call a timeout. Hopefully try to kill some of the momentum that is building for PDS. They're in the driver's seat, but still, Northern can come back. We've seen comebacks before, and hopefully they can pull off this first set. If not, regroup. Get right back into it in the second set. So Chen looking to expand on the lead. Great dig. And once again, another great volley. Tell you what, PDS has a lot of size on the front line. And that one's going to just drop out of bounds. You know, we saw one for PDS, a serve, just land inbounds. This time the ball goes the other way against the Greyhounds, but PDS is now 3 points away from getting a big win here in the first set. Certainly more volleyball to play. And that one's going to go out of bounds.
Well, you win some, you lose some.
Absolutely, TK. Now 2 points away here, PDS. So, Amanda Chen serving here. Looking to put this first set away.
Wow, what a save.
That was a great save, TK. Great heads-up play there. And that's going to go out of bounds. And now PDS is a point away from getting this first set. So all the Princeton Day Panthers need is one more point to take set one. As I stated though, best of three. Looking for Northern to storm back either in this set or in the next set. Both teams very, very talented. I want to take this opportunity, TK, to thank you for your time today. And always a pleasure to do this with you. And look forward to maybe having you come in and be a special guest announcer for future events this year too. So, and that's going to do it for the first set. Thank you very much for your time, buddy. And it was great talking with you.
Thanks, Jimbo. It's really great to be here.
And welcome back. We're here in the second set, and joining me now is former broadcasting student and now alum, Logan Stewart. Logan, welcome back. Always a pleasure to do this with you, buddy. Why don't you tell our fans a little bit about yourself and your experience at Northern?
Yes, so I am a graduate of the class of 2022. During my time at Northern, I participated in the video production club, as well as the bowling team and the golf team as well.
And you and I had the pleasure of doing many games here, announcing at Northern. And as a student athlete, you've certainly been in some of these types of situations, but should have a great game here. Northern lost the first set in a close one to PDS, but now we're back in the second set, and Northern looks to even this one up. Hopefully get it to a third set, maybe pull off a big W for our fans here in attendance. Northern comes into this game currently 9-6, and they actually dropped 2 of their first 3, so they're on quite a bit of a win streak here, winning 8 of their last 12. Meanwhile, Princeton Day School struggled a little bit. They are currently at 6-6, but took the first set here, and as I stated, they got a really talented squad led by senior Emmy Demore, who has 60 kills on the season. Lizzie Krilloff, sophomore, 17 blocks, and Abby Leonardi, who has 55 assists. And as I stated, they have a great combination of youth and experience on the team. Meanwhile, Northern's stat leaders include Ashley Chester, who has 152 digs on the season, Madison Wheel, who has 217 assists. Chester also leads the team in service points with 71 and is tied for the lead along with Taylor White with 37 aces on the year. So Northern, really talented. Other contributors, Ava Connor with 41 kills on the season, Maddie Zaffron with 45 kills, and then obviously Taylor White, as I stated, very, very talented senior, leads the team with 125 kills. So great squad here and a great matchup, and looking forward for Northern to hopefully take this second set and win in 3, but we'll see how that goes.
A great set by Northern. What a great team effort they have.
Absolutely, Logan. Couldn't agree more. I actually mentioned that to Mr. Tyler Kay, who is also a former broadcast student, actually had a sports desk show, very much like you, who does a great job over at the middle school across campus. Why don't you tell our audience, Logan, a little bit about you and what you're pursuing?
Now I attend RCBC Mount Laurel, planning to transfer to another school next year and get a bachelor's degree in communications or a related field.
Well, obviously, wish you the best of luck, Logan.
Thanks, Mr. Dowd.
And we're wishing our girls here the best of luck in this game. We got a real nail-biter here so far. It's still anybody's game. Currently tied 5-5. And it looks like Princeton Day School is going to serve here. And a couple quick substitutions here. And very talented player Sarah Yu is coming in to try to get the lead here for PDS, but still a long way to go in this set, and obviously a long way to go in this game. We're rooting for the Greyhounds, but we're also rooting for a good game, and we certainly got one here. We've got a great turnout on both sides. Coming up at the high school, we have some very exciting events. We have our annual homecoming football game in just a couple of weeks, and Northern will be taking on rival RV right here at the farm. Should be a great day for football. We're going to kick off the day with our homecoming carnival, as we do every year. So I want to invite our friends, family, community members to come out and participate in that. Also have our annual homecoming dance that evening. That all is going to happen on Saturday, October 14th. We also have another very exciting event that same week, which is our annual open house, and that's going to be Thursday, October 12th, for any community members, middle school students, transfer students, or anyone who wants to check out our awesome programs here at Northern. That starts at 6:30. I want to also take this opportunity to thank our camera operators, Mr. Eric Koch, Ms. Cameron Berry, Mr. Scott Marcheski, along with our senior Silk, who is behind the board here, switching, Mr. Tyler Zanani, Mr. Chris Niedermeyer, our other video production teacher. Certainly you, Logan, for your contribution. I want to also thank the Northern Burlington Girls Volleyball team, in addition to the Princeton Day School Volleyball team. And it looks like we're going to get a timeout here in the game action while we have a pause. I want to thank our sponsor, once again, Canon, makers of excellent electronic equipment. Actually, this game is actually being filled with Canon cameras, so I want to thank them for their help. And obviously, if any of our viewers want to help educate, entertain, or inform our students, you can reach out to us at Northern TV at nburlington.com, or reach out to Mr. Matt Conowitz, Director of Instruction, mconowitz at nburlington.com, to find out all kinds of ways how you can help our community and our kids here at the farm. And you can check out all of the exciting action that's going on with all of our sports at NBC_athletics. And that is run by our athletic director, Dr. Dan Uzaki. Does a great job keeping everybody plugged in. So this game, far from over. Northern down, but certainly not out. Northern actually has a couple of difficult games coming up on the schedule, and they include Burlington Township. That game's going to be tomorrow. Followed by Princeton High School, who, as I stated previously, undefeated. They followed that up with 2 away games, one at Morristown and one at West Windsor Plainsboro North. They come back home on the 13th versus Cherry Hill West. And then they have their senior night. So to honor the senior contributors on this team, great young girls who have really helped out and build this team and help continue the future of Northern Girls Volleyball. That game is going to be on Monday, October 16th. So we want all of our friends, family, community members to come out and turn out for that.
What a stop by Northern. And a great block by Northern.
Best of luck to our girls as they move forward. And during senior night, we're going to be honoring Esther Sine, Zidalis Diaz, Kiera Johnson, Yvonne Maurice Mascaro, Madison Wheel, and Taylor White for their contributions to our program. I want to thank those girls for their outstanding commitment. Wish them and all of our sports teams the very best and the very best of luck as we finish up the fall sports season here at Northern. And we have quite a few teams, I think, that will go on, Logan, that can advance to the playoffs and hopefully, maybe bring home division titles, maybe bring home sectional titles. Obviously, we're rooting for all of our student athletes, and we've got a great game here, and the crowd is loving this one so far. Great play at the net there. That point's going to go to Northern. And they are slowly but surely, Logan, cutting into this lead. So we were hoping for a good game, and we've certainly got one. As we stated previously, Northern fell in the first set, but now are looking to hopefully even the game here in the second set. And great effort by the Hounds there. Wow. Thought that one was going to go out of bounds. And even though the point went to Princeton Day there, that was a tremendous effort. I know Coach Clark has to be happy with the girls going all out. And now serving is Amanda Chen here for Princeton Day School. Very talented player here for PDS. And she's going to try to get them to enhance the lead. And Princeton Day is going to go up now 15-9. And Chen is going to serve again. As we stated, volleyball goes up to 25. Got to win by 2. Northern lost the first set, but now is highly competitive here in this second set. Down 15-10, but now is serving. And it's still anybody's game. Northern comes back to win this set. It'll go 3 sets, and it's best 2 out of 3. Ava Connor here serving for the Hounds, one of the team leaders, one of the seniors on the squad, looking to get the Hounds back into this one. And great play there, great dig, and the Hounds are going to get a point there. So gotta love the opportunity now that the Hounds are in. All the momentum is going their way, and we'll see how this one plays out. As I stated, lots of excitement coming up here at Northern. Tomorrow, we've got a full docket of sporting events. Boys soccer is going to be traveling to Delran. Field hockey is also going to be taking on Delran. Girls volleyball, as I stated, it's going to be playing Burlington Township tomorrow. Girls tennis is going to be playing West Windsor Plainsboro South. Always a tough matchup. And then following that, actually, girls tennis will be participating in the Group 3 NJSIAA tournament, in addition to girls soccer having a game on Thursday, and girls volleyball once again will be playing Princeton. So lots of excitement here coming up. As I stated, our football team has homecoming in a couple weeks this upcoming Friday. We'd love for our friends, family, and community members to support our boys. They're going to be traveling to Paul VI. Should be a great game. We wish them the best of luck, and we wish our girls here who are playing the best of luck. We've got a real tight matchup here. Northern is now cutting into this lead and have a lot of momentum on their side.
A great serve there.
And that one's going to sail out of bounds, so that's going to be another point for Northern. And we're on quite a bit of roll here. Mariah Lopez doing a great job. And all of our girls are doing their very best. There's another great attempt there. And another one just sails out of bounds.
And a good effort there, getting to the ball quickly.
So now, Lady Hounds only down by 2. Coach Clark has to love the resiliency the team has shown here in this second set. Certainly we still have a lot of volleyball left in this one, but hopefully our Lady Hounds can pull this one off.
What a block out in front of the net.
Ooh, that was a great block, Logan. Good call. Great job by the front line there for PDS. They're going to get the serve back. Looks like a little bit of confusion here. The officials are trying to see if there was a net violation or who the point is going to. So we're gonna wait to hear from the official. Looks like Coach Mariano on PDS had a couple questions for the official, but that point's going to go to the Hounds. So they're going to retain serve, and now only down by 1. So very advantageous here for the Lady Hounds, and they're looking to tie this one up at 16 here in the second set. And again, for those tuning in, I'm Mr. James Dowd. I'm joined by broadcasting alum, Mr. Logan Stewart. We are here live at the farm. It is Tuesday, October 3rd, as the Northern Burlington Greyhounds take on the Princeton Day School Panthers, and what's really been an exciting matchup. And we're going to get a quick timeout here.
That's down, another point for the Greyhounds.
So now Northern with the lead. It's been really back and forth. Both these teams have really come here to play today. As I stated previously, the Hounds dropped a first set, a close match, but they're looking to rally here in this second set, and they're getting great contributions from all of their players. And now they have the lead here in this second set. But again, it's up to 25, got to win by 2. Nice bump there by Ava Connor. Nice little drop shot, and that's going to be another point for the Hounds. Now up 18-16, and the crowd is loving this.
A great team effort there, staying with it.
Absolutely, great team effort, Logan. Good call, and Northern now, with all of the momentum, up 2. And PDS has just had no answer for them. That's going to hit the net. Northern's up 19-16. So a 3-point lead now. Looks like Northern's in command in this second set. And looking forward for the Hounds to get a big win in this set and hopefully take this to 3. And that's going to sail out of bounds. And PDS is just totally disheveled. And it looks like we're going to get another timeout as Coach Edgar Mariano looks to regroup his girls. So we're back after the timeout. Northern currently in the lead, 20-16. This is set 2. Best 2 out of 3 sets. As I stated, PDS took the first one. And it's really been back and forth. And that's going to be a kind of a mental error there by Northern. Unfortunately, the ball hits the net. PDS is going to get the point, but they were on quite a roll, scoring a number of unanswered points. Looks like we're going to get a couple quick substitutions here. And Sarah Yu is going to serve for the Panthers. Currently down 3. Lots of volleyball to play. And we'll see if she can try to get an ace or at least get a point here for her squad. And that's going to be a point for the Panthers. So now 20-18. Looks like that ball was headed our way here in the production crew. And you're just going to try to get them back on the board. So, still, anybody's game? That was a great dig by Ashley Chester there. And that's going to be a point for the Hounds. Now up 21-18. And Coach Clark has to really appreciate the effort the girls are putting in here. As I stated previously, no rest for the Lady Hounds. They have a big game tomorrow versus Burlington Township, followed by Princeton in 2 days. So Madison Wheel looking to enhance the lead here. That's going to hit the net. Hounds now up by 4 points, 3 points away from getting a big win here in this second set. And looking very much forward to going to a third set. We're going to have special guest announcer join us for the third set as well. And PDS has really just kind of come unglued here in this second set. But credit to the Hounds. They've been playing really, really well now. They're 2 points away from getting a big win. And they've been getting some excellent play from not just their servers, but the front line. And that one just looks like it came off her hand kind of funny there, and that's going to be another point for the Hounds. So 24-18, game point here. Northern needs one more point to win. Pull this one off in front of our home crowd.
And that's another point.
So the Hounds now 1 point away, currently up 24-19. And we knew this was going to be a great game, Logan, and it was disappointing that the girls lost the first set, but now 1 point away from taking this second set, evening up the game, and going to a third set. Obviously, you can't take any opponent lightly, and anything can happen, but the way, wow, that was a great attempt there by Ashley Chester. She really laid out for that one. As I was saying, can't take any lead lightly. Princeton Day School still in it, but Northern just needs one more point. Now looks like some of the momentum is shifting back to PDS. And the crowd is fired up on both sides. We're going to get a quick timeout, pause in the game action. If any of our viewers are interested in any sponsorship opportunities, you can reach out to us, northerntv@nburlington.com, or our Director of Instruction, Mr. Matt Conowitz, mconowitz@nburlington.com, for all kinds of ways to keep our students plugged in. So once again, Northern 1 point away, and looking to wrap this one up. Tell you what, PDS has scored quite a few unanswered points to get back into this one. Northern was down 16-11, stormed back, and now again can take this second set with one more point. And that's a great shot, and that's going to land. So congratulations to the Lady Hounds. Looked like that was Ava Connor with that spike over the net. And we're going to go to the third set. Welcome back. We're going to pick up on set 3 here. Joining me now is broadcasting student and student athlete JoJo Melissaratos. How you doing today, JoJo?
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
Good. This is quite the game we have going on here. Northern dropped the first set to Princeton Day School, but they rallied back in the second set. So it all comes down to this one here in the third.
Here comes the spike! And she sold.
So that one sails out of bounds. That's going to be 1-1 now. Greyhounds tie the game. So JoJo, as a student athlete, give us your perspective on this type of situation here. It's the third set, deciding set. Obviously, you play baseball, but what's going through your mind at this point?
Yeah, D1 varsity talking here. It's important. You got to have a lot of clutch factor in you to, even though you're tired, stay with it and be clutch in these moments. So it takes a lot.
So it looks like a net violation here. Ashley Chester's going to serve once again. She's been doing a great job today. I'm sure Coach Demario Clark would like to get a big win here in front of our home crowd. Lots of exciting things coming up here on the docket for Northern Athletics. As I stated previously, our homecoming game is approaching in 2 weeks. Should be a great game. And that point looks like it's going to go to the Hounds. But little discussion here. Yep. And they're going to pick back up serving.
3-1. Here comes the serve. They're setting it. The spike over is blocked. Oh, the diving play is not enough.
That was a great spike there by the Hounds. Now currently up in this one, 4-1, but obviously a lot of volleyball left to play in this one. As I stated previously, you play up to 25, you have to win by 2, so still lots of game left to play here in the third set.
Trying to keep the play alive after a high. They got it. They hit it over. Back and forth. Very good volleyball. Oh, it's blocked at the net. Blocked at the net. Unfortunately for Northern, Princeton Day's point.
So a couple quick substitutions here. And the Panthers here for Princeton Day are fired up. And that one's going to sail out of bounds. Diving attempt there by Chester trying to get that one. Princeton Day School here closing the gap now down 4-3.
Northern needs a point right about now here. Someone needs to come up clutch for them. Oh. Tie game. Good thing it's only tied right now. They could turn it around and see what they do here. Serve coming from Princeton Day. Oh, Northern's point. They finally get the point after 3 rounds.
Looks like that one sailed out of bounds there. Good assist by Coach Clark. And now Northern serving, looking to enhance their lead. Zydalis Diaz serving here for the Hounds, number 25. That one's going to hit the net. That point's going to go to Princeton Day School. So just when Northern got a little bit of momentum back, Panthers get the ball right back here and are looking to take the lead here with senior Emmy Demore serving. And a little miscommunication there. That one's going to drop between 2 Hounds, and Princeton Day is going to take the lead now 6-5, but still anybody's game. Want to thank our friends, family, community members for turning out. Obviously want to thank Mr. Tyler Kay and Mr. Logan Stewart for helping us announce in set 1 and set 2. And Northern looking to get this one over, and they do.
It's hit over. Set up. Here comes the spike. Spike is blocked. Oh, but it's tipped around, and it's in the air. They hit it over. Point is very, very intense here. They're going to set it, and spike barely gets over. Oh, my. This is... Oh! Point is still on. What a point. The spike, and it's... Oh! Northern with a huge, huge possession win right there.
That was quite the valley going back and forth, and just out of reach there for the Panthers. So Northern now tying this one up. Pretty intense game going on so far, JoJo. And I'll tell you what, both these teams really want to get a big win. And now serving is Ava Connor for the Greyhounds.
You can hear the crowd getting loud. Go Hounds, go Hounds, go Hounds. Oh, it's tipped around, and oh, Princeton Day's point. Northern cannot get on a roll here.
So back and forth. Third set, Sarah Yu coming up to serve. Got another quick sub here. And still anybody's game. As this one's coming down to the wire here in this third set. As I stated, there'll be no rest for the Hounds. They've got 2 more games this week. Tomorrow against Burlington Township, excuse me, and then one against Princeton. And that one's going to hit the net. So The Panthers now up 8-6 and serving.
The Panthers win this point. It's really not looking good for Northern. Tough situation to put himself in, down 6-9. Oh, Princeton Day. With the point. Not what the fans came here to see today. But it is not over. Not just yet. And here comes the serve. Hits it over the net. Northern sets it. And I just really not so good play. And now 10-6 here. They're just going to need to get a roll. They're going to need to lock in for the last couple sets here. And here comes the serve. Getting ready. And here it is. Northern sets it. They get it over the net. Good spike. And it is out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Tough break there for the Greyhounds. PDS on quite the roll here. Looks like we're going to get a quick timeout. Coach Demario Clark wants to regroup the girls. And we'll pick back up here right after the timeout with Princeton Day up now. Still 11-6.
Back from timeout. Here we go. Princeton Day with the serve. Just gets over the net. It's tipped. They're starting to give it to the other side. Princeton Day says no. Spike it over the head, and that's going to be Princeton Day's point. Princeton Day looks like they're hitting on all cylinders today.
And certainly quite resilient of them to come back after dropping that second set. Obviously, we're rooting for the Greyhounds, but we're rooting for a good game. And the Hounds still very much in this one, despite being down 12-6 here in this third set. We'll try to keep our audience informed of some other scores as they come in. Some of our other athletic teams in action here today. Looks like a quick pause in the game action, but we're going to pick back up here, and the Panthers will be serving.
Here comes serve, and out of bounds. So the Northern's point here. Now let's see if they can go on a little run here and get a couple wins in a row and see what they can do from there on.
Want to congratulate the girls tennis team as this score comes in. They defeated Cinnaminson today, with our Lady Hounds winning each match. So congrats to Coach Tomasetti and obviously our girls. Northern Tennis, highly competitive this season. They are currently undefeated in the BCSL, so looking to get another division title and hopefully advance to the playoffs and make some noise. So we wish our girls the best of luck on the tennis team and obviously all of our student athletes the best of luck this fall season. Still quite a bit of volleyball left to play in this one, but Northern is down by a handful of points. Hopefully they can rally back. They've given a great effort today, and they won the second set, as I previously stated, but it's been Princeton Day's third set so far. Let's see if the Hounds can turn it around in front of our home crowd. I want to take this opportunity once again to thank our sponsor, Canon, manufacturer of tremendous electronic equipment. As I mentioned previously, Northern TV is always looking for sponsors. You can reach out to us, northerntv@nburlington.com, or reach out to our Director of Instruction, Mr. Matt Conowitz, mconowitz@nburlington.com, to find out all kinds of ways to stay plugged in. And you can also check out all of our exciting programming on YouTube. Simply search Northern TV, and you can check out all of our exciting events from last year, as well as our flagship show, The Northern News. We just had our first episode posted. You can follow us on X @Northern_TV. And Northern TV, once again, looks to be on hand next Saturday, October 14th, for our annual Homecoming Carnival, our homecoming football game versus RV, one of our rivals here at Northern. Should be a great game. Great turnout, friends, family, community members, as always, followed up by our annual homecoming dance later that evening. So lots of exciting things happening here. And despite the score in this one, our Lady Hounds are still scrapping for every point, still trying to stay in this one. So lots of game left and lots of exciting things here this school year. So, Lady Hounds down 20-8. Make that 21-8. And that point's going to go to Northern. So now serving for the Greyhounds is Miss Von Marie Mascaro. And we've got a great volley back and forth. Great play here by both teams. That one's going to go out of bounds. So another point for the Hounds. Let's see if the girls can stage a comeback here, JoJo. With Mascaro to serve once again. Hoping to keep the Lady Hounds in this one. Down, but certainly not out. And slowly but surely closing the gap here. So, Hounds down 22-10. Tell you what, this Panther squad has really come to play here today, and they are on fire here in this third set. Just everything kind of going their way. Northern has had some bad luck. That one's going to go to the Greyhounds. So, 22-11 with the Hounds serving here. Princeton Day needs 3 more points to get the win.
Yeah, Northern lost here. Tough game, but they stuck with it. Tried their best, but it's really tough to come down double digits here. Well, they got to keep their heads up and move forward. They got 2 more games for the rest of the week. They got to focus on, prepare themselves from mentally and physically, get back into it. Yeah, up 23-11. Northern looks confused. Just not the type of volleyball I'm used to be watching.
Yeah, that one looked like it was going to be a point for the Greyhounds, but it must have just snuck in. The referee was right there with a good look at it. So Northern now down 23-11 to Princeton Day School. Quick sub. Need 2 more points to get a big win here at the farm.
Comes the serve. Northern's getting it around. Looks like they're going to not get it over. Nope. Down to the last point here. Northern's on their toes, and
Amanda Chen here looking to get a big win for the Princeton Day Panthers, but Northern down but not out. We'll see what they can do here. Hopefully rally back. And that one's going to go off the hands of the Panthers, and Northern's going to get a point here, so they're going to look to serve. Thanks, Jojo. And so now the Hounds So Northern down 24-12. It'll be basically the next point that Princeton Day School scores. But the Hounds are not quitting. They're going to look to stay in this one. Now closing the gap. Want to also keep our viewers plugged into all the excitement that's going on here at Northern. We've obviously spoken highly of our sports teams, but we have a lot of excitement coming up in the next couple of weeks. On the week of October 23rd, we have our annual middle school book fair, always a big hit, hosted by Scholastic. We also have, preceding that, on October 19th, our PTSC will be meeting in the High School Media Center. And then in November, we have some really exciting things. Our Relay for Life kickoff event will be held on November 2nd. In addition, our fall play under the direction of Mr. Yoder. Very talented casts. This year's fall play is Our Town. That's going to be the weekend of November 3rd, 4th, and 5th. So we'd love for our friends, family, community members, students, staff to come out and support our very talented actors and actresses here at Northern.
Should wrap up things here at the farm.
Unfortunately, that's going to do it. So on behalf of all of us here at Northern TV, on behalf of Mr. Jojo Melissa Rados, I'm Mr. James Dowd, signing off.
Yeah.